But I would like to talk to everybody today about the top 10 things that we find in home inspections. And this is a big deal. That little R in ARV can be very tricky, and it's a big deal. If you haven't dealt with a lot of subcontractors, you need some help with that, at least on your first couple of deals. So if you get your home that you're purchasing and renovating, you get it repaired to a very nice level, you can ask for your top dollar retail sale level. Let's see if this works. There we go. We're going to do these by just my experience. We could talk all day about what the top 10 are, and they change all the time depending on the house. But the one by far that I find is the most expensive problem that you run into a house is foundation repair problems. And I've got my good friend Stephen Burton here with Waterproof Solutions, and he's got a couple of his guys here too. But we do a lot of work together. He's my go-to guy when I need pricing on all the different kinds of repairs, and we're going to look at some of that real quick. But the other things are plumbing replacement, electrical, roof, and HVAC replacement. If you're looking for a really good deal, you're going to find that you're going to end up with these 50, 60, 100-year-old houses, 120-year-old houses in the city. You can get a good deal on them, but you know what? You've got to do your pro forma. You've got to put those repair costs. That's that little R value. Again, you've got to do some due diligence and a lot of homework. The other top 10 are exterior repairs. There's all kinds of things involved with exterior repairs. Site grading, structural, and then I've thrown in kitchens, bathrooms, and interiors at the end here because that's what sells your houses. If you've got a dynamite kitchen, a dynamite interior, that's what's going to get your house sold. And then I wanted to do real quickly on a couple of unusual houses. There's deals out there to be had, but sometimes those deals and those houses have strange twists and you don't know what to do with them, and that's why those houses have sat out there for a year, year and a half, 2 years, because there's something goofy about it. And when you get your house renovated, you spend all this time and energy, maybe 6 months or a year of your life, buying your first house, renovating your first house, and putting it out on the market. When the buyers come to look at it and they find there's still repair things that need to be done, they're going to come back to you with their buyer's agent and to your listing agent, and they're going to hit you. They're going to say, hey, I need a new furnace. If that's $3,000 and you can get that put in every day of the week for $3,000, they're going to come back and they're going to say, hey, I want $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 off your listing price. And now you got to start the negotiations. It's a real pain. Any major unrepaired items turn buyers away fast. Stephen, cracked foundations, how many people walk away from a great deal on a house just because there's some cracks in foundations? Couple things about houses, couple things about concrete. It gets hard and it cracks, okay? Every house I see has cracks in the foundation. So don't let that scare off your buyers. Let's fix it. Let's give them a warranty so that they have a warm fuzzy and they're not going to look at your competitor's house down the street. Oh, let me back up here. When you have these unresolved repair issues, it starts all kinds of things going in the buyer's heads. I do hundreds of inspections a year, and I have a unique ability to get inside that buyer's head. What are they afraid of? What's making them walk away from your deal? And all this extends your closing time and your carrying costs that Ray talked about, putting your pro forma together. Why not deliver a completed, repaired house in good order with warranties and things that can transfer to the buyer? Now they're happy, they're comfortable, and you're protected. If you've repaired your house, your flip, with reputable contractors, most of them will warrant your repair work for a year or more. Compressors and things have 5 years. That gives your buyers a warm fuzzy too. And then if you have finished most of the repair, the big repair items, you can ask for top dollar. You can ask for retail price, that listing price that everybody wants. So we're going to just buzz through these top 10 things, again, just like Ray. Thought I had about 45 minutes. I've got 20, so I'm just going to fly through these. If you've bought and sold houses, you're going to recognize all this stuff, and there's a whole lot more. I'm just kind of hitting the high points here. But there's a normal crack, and then there's an expensive crack. Normal crack is this little vertical crack. It's less than the width of a credit card. No water coming in. Expensive crack is going to be horizontal cracks every time. This one, not so much. It's because of the window. But a horizontal crack is usually caused by water pressure pushing against a foundation wall. It's bowing it in, and it's cracking it horizontally. If you have horizontal cracks on a house with water coming in, that's an expensive crack. Normal repairs for cracks are epoxy repairs. This is a house Stephen and I just looked at a couple days ago over in Brentwood. In fact, by the way, which high school? Brentwood High School. Anybody else from Brentwood? But anyway, these cracks, if they don't have any movement, if it's not bowed in, are pretty easy to fix with an epoxy injection. We do it every single day of the week. $300 to $500 per crack. The cost comes down the more cracks you got. And I guess a dry hap is a happy crack. I love that guy's advertisement. But the other thing is sometimes you have to go to piers and other measures, but all these repairs to these cracks and these foundations usually come with warranties, sometimes a couple years, sometimes 5 years, sometimes lifetime. Doesn't that make your buyer have a warm fuzzy if they've got a lifetime warranty on their foundation? Stone and block foundations, we see them all the time, especially in the city. These are 100, 120-year-old houses. You're getting great deals on them, guys, but you're going to have a wet basement, I guarantee you.
What did you say it was?
What's that?
What did you say that was? I couldn't hear what you said the item is.
Oh, stone and block foundations. These are the older houses generally down in the city. They're not watertight. Everybody always tries to waterproof them on the inside with dry lock or something. It doesn't work. They're going to weep. It's going to be wet. You have to do something more extensive if you really want a dry basement. I always recommend against finishing the basements down in the city unless you've got a perimeter drain system and a sump pump with battery backup, or you'll trash your carpets, you'll trash that hardwood floor that you spent all that time and money putting in. Go to tile if you're trying to finish it, or just paint it gray like I see so many people do. Here's some other cracks and things. This is actually starting to be movement. These are expensive cracks, guys. This foundation actually from water pressure pushed in, you can see my finger, that's it right there, same watch, same shirt, pushed in about 3 or 4 inches. That had to have buttresses or wall piers put in to hold that. Let's see. The other thing that I see all the time that is so simple to keep you from having so many problems, spending so much money on foundation repairs, is get the downspout water away from the house. Everybody dumps that water right in the corner of the house. They don't spend $5 to get it away from the corner of the building. All that water comes into the basement, pushes the walls in, trashes the interior, causes mold. $5 from Home Depot, and you could have saved all that by getting that downspout water away from your foundations. Also caulk things, sidewalks along the city, along the sidewalks of both sides of the house in the city. Everybody's got sidewalks. And